Well, hello YouTube. Welcome to another wonderful edition of our real estate investing mastermind. We are here on location today. Let me introduce to you who we have. We have Mr. CJ Wallace. He is my realtor from Nationwide or National Wide. This is my business partner, Mr. Ray Fleming. We call him the property guy, as you're going to learn on this video why we call him the property guy. But we're out here looking at a property. We try to get property from all different kinds of leads, and so my realtor here, Mr. CJ Wallace, is going to tell you how he came across this property. And my role in a lot of this is I negotiate with the actual sellers or the realtors. You know, I close the deal, I sign the contracts. But before I can do any of that, I got to get the property guy here to walk the property, tell me what the maintenance is going to be. We've got to run the numbers, right? So I'm going to let CJ talk about how we found the property, and then I'm going to let Mr. Ray Fleming talk about his analysis or ongoing. CJ, tell us why are we here in Sierra Vista today? At this sevenplex?
Yes. You know what? You know, initially, my contact actually said it was a fourplex, so I do apologize. It's a sevenplex.
It's a four building,
right?
But you know, three of these buildings are like duplexes. So
nice. And so this is how I found it, right? I know a real estate professional, very well connected, and he just let me know, hey, I'm gonna be, you know, doing his whatever he does in this area, and I was like, you know what? Yeah, go ahead and send me the property. Send me the address.
So you've got a lot of wholesalers, bird dog, real estate professionals that are constantly feeding you leads on possible. I mean, this property that we're at is actually not even on the market. Is that right?
Not even on the market.
Okay.
Not even on the market. That's when you want to have the property, right? Before it hits everybody else.
Which is why you brought me along, because I don't want to deal with properties where I'm competing with everybody and their brother.
So
Exactly.
yeah, let me, I'll just say, because this happens a lot where we have handymen, we have plumbers, we have mailmen, I mean, we have all sorts of real estate professionals, other realtors.
Pest controls
who
nice.
are servicing properties, and then they say, hey, look, I've seen this situation before, there's a chance these folks are getting ready to sell. And that's kind of where you got that call. They didn't really have much information, right?
Right. Didn't really have that much information. They just sent me a little bit. I went to the property. Well, this is the thing. Before I went, I was like, you know what? I missed Joseph's birthday. You know, so I'm not gonna do this. Let me go ahead and inform Joey, you know, that about this, and he's going to be doing his due diligence on the property, but you know, bottom line is connections are very valuable, right? To have a network of people who are finding that property is very valuable, and so that's how I came across it.
What I like is you're a real estate investor and you're into several projects, and here's a project that's kind of a big project, right? Especially since you're already into some other stuff. You're not going to just say, no, I'm doing too much. You're like, hey, I know a guy.
Yes.
Right? And so you don't have to pass on the deal, even though you might be currently overextended in some of the other stuff you're doing.
Yes.
You can bring us in to possibly make an offer.
Exactly. I've always believed that, you know, discretionary time is wealth. And so I wanted to go ahead and bring you up, and since you're a better time manager, I'll go ahead and bring you in on it and see what you all can find out, you know.
So he brings this property to me, he gives me an address, and I'm looking it up, and I can't find anything. I can't find tax records, I can't find last purchased, I can't, I mean, I'm like, what is this? Is this something from the Twilight Zone? So I'm just looking at regular websites. You know, if you would look up something, where would you go? You go like Zillow or Trulia, right? I mean, this property's not showing up anywhere. What magic beans here are you trying to sell me, Mr. CJ Wallace? So what do I do when I get stuck on property analysis? I call the property guy. Ray, why don't you enlighten everybody to how you pulled up all the information?
Well, right, so I get down here and we're getting in the car and we're all talking and nobody has any information. So first thing I do is I just double check, verify it, and I'm like, yeah, I'm not finding anything really under this address as well. So then, as I wasn't able to do that, check the parcel map. because that's the other thing I can go to is searching parcels, searching the maps, because there could be another address associated with this location. And lo and behold, it was about 10 digits away. There was several digits in between, but it came up as the same street address, which is this little side street that all these properties are located
And
on.
so how that happens is because at some point these were probably separate parcels.
Yep.
And then what they did is they joined these parcels together to put this to put these buildings here, and so all the information was filed under under the other parcel, even though we were given the address, thanks CJ, on the other parcel where there was no information.
Well, yeah, and so actually the thing is, this unit here and this these other 3 units could all have different addresses as well, but now they also have an address with apartment units on it. It can get very confusing because the tax records are going to show something different than what they're listing. This happens sometimes even in selling some properties, and the title company working through closing, they end up changing the addresses. So this is not something uncommon that happens with multiple units on a same parcel. So as I found this other address, that's when I was able to find the owner of it. And from the looks of it, it's another real estate investor. They don't live here locally. And then we're able to do some more digging from there. Once we got what the actual address is, then we can start to see the purchase records. And they just purchased this a little over about a year ago, right before everything started to happen. The unit we're sitting in front of right now is vacant. And so from the sound of it, it looks like they may be in the situation where they bought it with the hopes of wanting to really make this into a cash cow, but because of unseen issues, they may be wanting to sell it. They may, we don't know yet. So we were able to actually go back door through finding who was on record. Then we were able to go through the Secretary of State and then look at the owner of the companies, and then backdoor through there was another company that owned that company, and then that company we had to go back through and look into that, and then we finally found who was at the end of all of that.
I actually,
It's like a maze.
you just heard that little beep on my phone. That was voicemail from the owner of the property calling me back.
Oh man, you want to stop?
Here, hand it to me. Here, play that again.
Yes, Joseph. My name is returning your call from earlier today regarding the property in Sierra Vista. You can reach me. Give me a call back. We were actually thinking about selling that one. I'd be happy to talk to you about it. Thank you. Bye-bye.
All right, so you want me to call him?
Yeah, give him a call.
Please leave your name, number.
Hey, this is Joseph again. Looks like we're playing a little bit of phone tag on that Sierra Vista property. Tag, you're it, but looking forward to speaking with you and finding out more about the property. It's very encouraging. We got a message back from the owner. When you find a property that's not for sale, but that the owner is considering selling, you know why this is awesome? Because how many people am I competing with right now?
Nobody knows.
0.
Except for us.
We're not going to do a low ball offer. They're going to come out and they're going to say what they want, and then we're probably going to offer them what they want, provided that our due diligence checks out. So what we're going to do next is we're going to show you part of our due diligence. We're going to walk the property and let you see that.
Okay, so this is the unit that we were hanging out in front of. This is the 1-bedroom, 1-bathroom that doesn't have the tenant in yet. You can see there's weed control that needs to be done, some landscaping all around, but they have fresh caulking. It looks like they're getting ready to paint. The interior is completely done. There's paint buckets, and so you can see that it's not in bad shape. There's 3 duplexes and then that other single unit, creating those 7 units. And while we're checking this out, all of a sudden Joseph gets a call right here on his phone.
Oh, here comes the call. Hello, this is Joseph.
Yeah, Joseph, this is...
Hey, thanks for returning my call.
About the property down in Sierra Vista.
Yeah, I'm actually...
That one is a freestanding. The rest are all duplexes. All of, let's see here. Number 1, let me count my way through. Number 1, 3, and 4. Which, number 1, you're at number 7, so start at the other side.
Yeah, I'm following you. I can see 1, 3.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I see them all.
Pretty seriously renovated fairly recently. I know number 3 had new flooring put throughout. I'm pretty sure that we did that in number 4 too. as well. Number 1 was repainted and just, it didn't need an awful lot. It was in pretty good shape. Number 7 has brand new HVAC on it. All the units are rented, and they never sit empty really down there. They rent pretty quick.
Are all of these air conditioning units new? Or is it just the one on 7?
The one on 7 is the only one that we've replaced since we've owned it. The other 6, we haven't really had any problems with them. The only thing I'm remembering off the top of my head is the furnace wouldn't fire one year. We had to send the tech over to light the pilot light, but other than that, we haven't had really any AC problems. Nothing more than just kind of standard little stuff, because anything big, we send our contractors from here.
One of my business partners, he's a former contractor, and the only concern so far that, I mean, we haven't done, I've been here for like an hour. We haven't done a whole lot of due diligence at this point, but the only thing I can, he pointed out is that there looks like there could be a couple of roofing issues from what he could see. When's the last time the roof was?
Should be coated pretty soon. I know there's at least one building, and number 7 probably ought to be coated real soon. Or at least re-rolled with elastomeric.
Okay.
I've walked on the roofs. There's nothing, you know, they're not perfect, but there's nothing that has failed or nothing that is currently leaking that I'm all aware of.
All right. Well, you know, when you say 465, is there room to negotiate there? Because that's really, I mean, I feel like we're really close. Because that sounds pretty close to reasonable there.
Yeah, there's, you know, we're sitting down, and we'll be willing to sit down and talk.
I'd love to take the information that you have, do some due diligence, but you give me your information, and we'll make you an offer.
Okay, I'll tell you what. I'll send you all my contact information. I'll text it to you physically off the phone. You could do the same. That way I have your email. And then as I get some stuff, I'll send it over. I have to have some folks at the office send me what I have on my hard drive there. And then I can send you over some of the base information I have. Okay?
Okay, sounds good. I'll text you my contact.
So that's really encouraging, guys. Being able to make contact, they're willing to sell it, they're wanting to sell, and we're the first in line to actually sit down on the negotiation. This is the other part I like. Look at this area here. It's hooked up, it's ready to actually build on this, and that's something you always want to look for, the ability to improve the area that's already there. You could easily add 2 more duplexes in this space right here. So huge value add, turn it from 7 units all the way up to 11 potentially.
Make sure those connections are made, because that's where it all starts. It's all about relationships first, then you get into the due diligence. You got to have somebody like Ray, you know, to make sure that property analysis is all good. And don't be afraid, man. Just go out there. You got this.